Hello children, today we are going to learn the chapter Quality, which is written by John Galsworth. In this chapter, he talked about the brothers who make fine quality of shoes, and they were named as Gessler brothers. The author liked their shoes so much that he always took shoes from them. They made shoes on order, and their shoes are very comfortable and they are never fail to fit. So now let us go through the summary of the chapter. Gessler Brothers and the Art of Boot Making. The author had known the shoemaker for many years because he used to make boots for his father. The author had known them from the previous years because in his childhood his father used to make boots from the Gessler brothers. Mr. Gessler was a shoemaker who lived with his elder brother in their shop in London. The shop didn't have any signs apart from the name of the Gessler brothers. He used to make boots only on orders. Yes, the specialty of Gessler brothers were that they were making boots only on order. Whenever they are getting an order, only then they are making boots. They are not having boots in advance. Once the author questioned Mr. Kessler if it wasn't awful to make those shoes perfectly fitting into the feet they were meant for. The man answered with a heavy German accent that it is an art. He is saying it is an art, so it shows that they have so much respect for their profession. Mr. Gessler will be engrossed in his bootmaking art most of the time. He is always involved in bootmaking, that he was very fond of his work and won't talk much with his customers. So he is not involved with the customers on idle chatting. He strongly admired every piece of materials he used to work with. He is strongly admiring the material which is having and he is working on that. The boots made by Gessler brothers were of supreme quality. They just see that their quality should be supreme, their quality should be the best and lasted very long. The quality they are using is best, so that's why it is lasting long. But in one occasion, the author had a different experience. He complained about it to Mr. Gessler. To this, the old man promised. Once the author has complained Mr. Gessler that his boots were not up to the mark, then what the Gessler brother has told him. To this, the old man promised that he will repair the shoe, that he will repair that shoe which the author is complaining about, and if he couldn't, he will return the money to the author. And if he is unable to repair the boot, he will give the money to the author. So you can see that Gessler brothers are very much helpful and they want to satisfy the customer and they are believing that they are producing the best quality shoes. Mr. Gessler's grief and the hard times in his life. On one occasion, while placing an order for a shoe, the author was a bit absent minded. He was wearing a pair of boots bought in an emergency from a large shop. Mr. Gessler looked carefully and pressed at a point where the left boot wasn't comfortable. So Mr. Gessler has seen that the left boot was not comfortable to the author. With a sad face, he commented that it hurts the customers, but still the big firms don't have any self-respect. He is commenting on the big firms that they don't have any self-respect. They should make good quality of shoes so that their customers would feel comfortable, not uncomfortable. That's why he's saying that big firms have no self respect for them. They lure customers with their advertisements. Their business is totally on the advertisements, not on the quality, and not with their works. Of course, not with the quality of the work they are giving. They are just relying on the totally on the advertisements. Because of this, Mr. Gessler was losing his business. Because they were losing his business because they could not advertise and they are providing the best shoes. Still, lack of advertisement, they are unable to get the business. These bigger firms take their place and they sell large amount of shoes. The author has heard such things for the first time from Mr. Gessler. He felt bad and ordered many pair of boots. Author has heard this thing first time from Mr. Gessler and he was feeling so bad and so sad for them. That's why he has ordered so many pair of boots so that he could help the Gessler brothers. After several months, he went to the shop again, but this time he mistook Mr. Gessler for his elder brother. After a while, he realized his mistake and learned that the elder brother had passed away. When the author went to their shop and he has heard about that Mr. Gessler elder brother had passed away. He again ordered many pair of shoes and soon after that he left for abroad. He ordered so many pair of shoes and then he left for his abroad trip. After returning back, he went to his favorite boot shop again. When he came back, again he visited the favorite boot shop. This time, Mr. Gessler looked more aged this time. Only a year had passed, but from his face, it appeared as though he has covered a journey of a decade because his brother was died, so he was in a great pain and he was looking like that he has grown so much old. The artist's end, but with a bitter truth. Mr. Gessler failed to recognize the author. The author, as usual, placed his orders, and this time the boots were better than ever. The author one evening went personally to thank Mr. Gessler as the boots he wore it was completely fit to him. He wanted to thank Mr. Gessler, so he went to his shop for such a splendid work. But the nameplate was missing from the shop. He found an Englishman inside, but the nameplate was missing and some Englishman was standing inside. The man informed him that Mr. Gessler had passed away, and the man informed him that Mr. Gessler is no more and they have taken up the shop. So they have taken up the shop. The man further added that Mr. Gessler died of starvation. Man has told him that Mr. Gessler had died of starvation. He had no food to eat. The man used to make all the boots himself. He never allowed anyone else to touch them. The Englishman is telling about the Gessler that he is making all the boots himself and he is not taking any help of other. Used the finest quality leather and worked hard day and night to complete the orders in time. So you can see that he is so devoted to his work that he is working day and night to make the fine quality shoes. He made the best boots in London with the finest leather, yet he lost it to competition. Because of big firms, he had lost it to competition. Though he was making fine quality of boots, still he was lost. Everything that he earned went on paying rent for the shop and on buying leathers. So he is explaining that whatever he was earning, it was just going on rent and on buying leather. So he is giving all his money to produce the best art. He skipped his meals working for hours for each pair of boots. He was so devoted to his work that he even doesn't care about his food and he is making his boots so that his customers become satisfied. But the sad truth is this, that because of this quality he is giving, still he died of starvation as he was not able to give any advertisement for his work. I hope the chapter is clear to you all children. Thank you.